Welcome, everybody, to the second week of the WolfGator Entertainment Podcast. Really, I just wanted to get the mic working so I was able to, kind of listen to myself. And so far, so good. You might be able to hear a little echo in the background because I have the speakers open right now. I'll have the headphones on next time. But, so there will be Game 7 for the Calder Cup Finals. That should be interesting. The Texas Stars won 5-2 tonight, and it's been a close series. And I truly believe that the only reason that they lost is because Steve Dangle was there. And each time he was gone to the Marlies game here in the playoffs. He's only gone twice. They've lost. So I think he's a bad luck charm a little bit there. On the other hand, I'd like to congratulate the Washington Capitals on their very first Stanley Cup. They earned it. I mean, there's no other deserving team here in the NHL than the Washington Capitals. I truly wholeheartedly believe that. It was awesome to see Ovi raise the cup. He hasn't put the cup down since. And I think it's pretty amazing. Everything that has happened there this week has just been amazing. He's celebrated nonstop. He hasn't let go of it. He slept with it. He was on Foul last night. They did a keg stand in it. I've seen him do a couple keg stands. He swam in fountains with the rest of his teammates. The parade today was spectacular, especially compared to the Golden State's one. Congrats to them, I guess. This is pretty obvious to see. Really nothing new there. But I guess congrats to the Golden State Warriors in a very predictable NBA Finals. Or really NBA playoffs. I remember my friends called the beginning of the year that they were going to be the two teams in it. And the only thing at the beginning of the year is last year around this time, I said to them, who's going to be in the NBA Finals? And they said the Warriors and the Cavs. They're like, yeah, you're probably right. And there it is again. Except LeBron James didn't really have any help. But, we'll leave that. NBA is not really my favorite league in the world. Obviously, the NHL is, if you've seen my videos. That's just kind of one thing I want to get out of the way. Congrats to the Washington Capitals. And then Game 6. I don't know when Game 7 is supposed to be for the Marlies and the Stars, but hopefully it's a thriller and it's a lot closer than today's game. 5-2 is not really entertaining for anyone. I think the last game was 6-2 with the Marlies coming out on top. So Game 7 in Toronto. Like I said, I don't remember when it's supposed to be, but there's going to be Game 7. So that's kind of cool. I figured I'd put that out on the podcast first and foremost. Second, I'd like to make an observation that the first episode of the Disney Heroes series took off. Like, I didn't expect it to. I believe it has 38 views right now, which is like my fourth most viewed video that isn't a flow game, And I just thought that was interesting. So that's cool. I was excited to see that. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. That took off so quickly, and I didn't realize it. My friend told me, if you want to do popular things, gaming and Disney, I brought to him the Disney tips I did, which I'll hopefully have more videos for in the future. Do those two things. I'm like, alright, yeah. And so I did the first video game, which was, I don't remember what game it was. It was Turbo Dismount. And so I think that got 4 views, maybe? And so, I'm like, whatever, I'll just wait until I find another cool game, and I'll do that. And so I waited, and I found this Disney Heroes game, like, maybe I'll try this out. And so I did, and okay, now it's up to 40 views. So I thought that was awesome. That is now my my third most popular video that isn't Flow. My most popular video is from from October 5th, 2017, for the daily solutions for Flow. Then it's NFL. Then it's one from the 8th. 3 days later, I go from 91 to 71 views. 3 days later, I think even the other two only got like 3 or 4. And then 51 is the NFL predictions. 41 is Matt's exchange rate. And so, 40 views on this one is huge for me. So obviously people have enjoyed that, I hope. So that's good. The last podcast got 12 views, which I don't, that's whatever. And then, yeah, so it's been going well. I haven't had anything with this many views since the Metropolitan Riveters Isabel Cup win. So it's been an adventure trying to do all this. Okay, so the turbo dismount has 7 views. I'll probably do another one of those, but I'm gonna do definitely gonna do a Disney Heroes one before I do that. Hopefully I can record that later this week, depending on a bunch of different stuff I gotta do. I'm just glad I was able to get the mic to work. That's big. So I'll be able to. The sound quality of my videos are gonna hopefully get better as I do this, because I'll try to do all of like the voice audio, the voice stuff through the mic, so it cuts out a bunch of the other useless noise in my videos. So that's good. Sorry about that. I'm probably gonna cut that. Anyway, I'm back. Something happened. Something that I assumed was gonna happen. I just didn't know when it was gonna happen. It's really screwy, this microphone with the laptop for some reason. So because of that, I had to unplug my speaker system, because I have a surround sound system I have in my room where I'm recording this. Hello. So yeah, next podcast I'm hoping to have my brother on, actually. We're going to talk racing and sports and stuff like that. That's just something we like to do. We always talk about sports, trade possibilities, stuff like that. I want to have him on, because he's actually about to start doing his own racing channel here in the future. We've been discussing ideas for that. Be able to have him on here and kind of get my channel out there too is going to be great for my channel, because he has, I think, 1,000 followers on Twitter and 1,000 on Instagram, or 1,400 on Instagram or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy how popular he is. In other news, the Mets suck and the Yankees are good. Mets right now, at the time of recording, the Mets are down 7-2, and the Yankees are up 3-0. At the top of the 9th for the Yankees, and the bottom of the 7th for the Mets. Yeah. So that's how that's going. The Mets haven't had a great season. They started off really well, and then just like last year, everyone and their mother got injured, and so that's really kind of screwed up the year. And we've been slated to do well. That's the thing. Like we've been supposed to do like really well. Yep, that's the end of the game. Yankees just beat the Nationals 3-0 on a CC Sabathia win. So that's cool. That's a good shutout. That's a good win for the Yankees. But the Mets have just been atrocious since April, really. Like, we started off really well, and then they've just gone to shit. If you want to know more, if you're watching the YouTube video, there should be a little thing that comes up at the top about the last video I did of the Mets and Yankees. Soon here I'll probably be doing a mid-season report on that, and then I want to do a postseason analysis on the Kyle Turris trade for the Nashville Predators. There's just a bunch of videos I want to do. I don't know if I can get time to do. The last video was literally just content filler with jump cuts video. That was just I had that idea for a while, but I didn't execute it the way I wanted to. So it's whatever. Stuff like that happens. It's gonna happen from time to time, and when it happens, it sucks. But that's just how it works sometimes, So yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be a relatively short podcast, because I'm just kind of doing this. It's about 10 o'clock. I got class tomorrow. I don't really have much to talk about. I was gonna make a list of stuff to talk about, but I just really want to try out the mic and I saw that the mic worked, and I was like, awesome. And I turned it on and I just started talking. So yeah, I'm gonna work on making an intro song for this, but it's not really high in my priorities right now. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. One thing I did want to talk about on this podcast, though, was the new music that's going to come out from some of my favorite bands. Hailstorm is going to release a new record soon. It's called... is it called Vicious? I think the album's called Vicious, and then the song that they released is called Uncomfortable. And it's a rockin' ass song, to say the least. It's really cool. It's a lot heavier than anything that I've really seen them venture into, except maybe Mayhem, but I think it's heavier than Mayhem. The subject matter is cool. It's been really cool to listen to. Ghost just came out with a new record. I believe it was about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Called I don't know what it's called. I don't remember. But one of the main songs on the record is called Rats, and I went out and bought it like the day after it came out or whatever. And I've yet to listen to it. I just haven't had any time. And my current music obsession is Latino trap music. Because I've been learning Spanish lately, and because of that, my interests have been provoked in the arena that is Latin trap music and Latin pop and urbano. It's just a lot of fun to listen to. It's emotional. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but the lyrics can be sometimes. The ones that I look up and translate. But one song I've really liked was it's an older song by Bad Bunny called Soy Peor. And then there's one with by Kea, Kazu, and Duki, and Bad Bunny called Loca. That's really cool. I like that. I actually listened to Kea's record. I like that record. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty neat little record. I like what they're doing in the Latin trap arena of music. Area of music. I don't really know what to call it. I like the Becky G and Natasha song Sin Pijamas. That's a cool song. It's very upbeat and happy. It's kind of like that nice mix of reggae and Latino trap, and trap Latino urbano, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's really just what I've been doing lately. Is just listening to music, new music, and just going through some of the school computational methods class I'm in right now. So yeah, it's been a pretty boring summer so far. I haven't really been doing much, and if I do something interesting, I might vlog it. It really just depends on whether or not I bring my camera. But so yeah, it's been fun, and hoping to do something interesting here in the next couple weeks that I can make a video out of. I went to, I guess it's been almost a month. I guess it's been a little more than a month now since I went to Carolina Rebellion. That was a lot of fun. I listened to a lot of cool bands, a lot of good music, a lot of cool people. Crowd surfed for the first time, so that was interesting. But that's about to have been the only thing that I've done this summer worth noting. Everything else has been pretty bland, just basically school and homework and stuff. So yeah, there's not really much else to talk about, but yeah, I think that's about to be it. I say look for videos in the next couple weeks, but I usually don't deliver on that promise. So just kind of keep your eyes peeled for new content. Watch my latest video. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I think I'm gonna cut about here because the mic's getting a little wonky now. So thank you guys so much for listening. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you like this podcast, rather, if you like it, please subscribe. Give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. Share it. Comment down below what I could do different. I definitely have to start writing out these topics, or else I'm not gonna have much to talk about. So I'm gonna go before the mic gets too wonky. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for listening.